Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Ascalise, Inventress. My business is Inventing A to Z. At Inventing A to Z, I work with clients to take their products from concept to fruition, from a napkin idea all the way to the marketplace and everything in between, the right way. If you want to contact me, email me, lisa@inventingatoz.com. My website, inventingatoz.com.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Ascalise, the Inventress. I'm the CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z and the Inventress Podcast. Today, we're super excited because we are celebrating our 100th episode of the Inventress Podcast. Freaking out, can't believe it. Time blasted flies. So what I'm excited about also is I have four including me, favorite people on the planet here today. Woo! Everybody who's been involved from the very beginning. My daughter, Brittany Ascalise, of course. We started out with our first podcast back in, God only knows, I don't even know the year anymore, because we did audio, right? Just audio podcasts. Of course, I have Tara, who's been with me, PR and social media for years. She was a baby. She graduated college and started working for me. And of course, my son-in-law, IT and producer, Mr. John Abate.
Hey.
We are so excited. You know, we talked about this whole thing, 100 episodes. Seriously, how does this happen? And it feels like yesterday. We've had the most incredible guests on our shows. We've had just a blast. We laugh our behinds off all the time. So let's just start talking. Brittany, if you want to start out. Hey, my daughter, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, Mom. All right. It's just a beautiful day. Can't believe we're, like you said, 100 episodes. We started back in 2019. Just have an idea. Hey, let's talk mother-daughter. It's a family concept. Let's just say some things. And, we started interviewing all these people, all your clients to celebrities. And it's become this huge thing that everyone listens to and now watches through whatever platform they get the podcast from. And I think it's been an adventure. It's been something. We've gone through things the past few years, and we've made it to 100 episodes. It feels longer. I'm exhausted. I'm all out of coffee. Look, it's done. I love this place. But yeah, 100 episodes. And I guess we're going to do 100 more.
You know that. And Brittany, I mean, we're going to get into that in a little bit. Our podcast, me falling on the floor, dying laughing because you're so my Brittany. And we laugh about everything. So Tara, next up. Girl, what's going on? Thank you for being a part of this also from the very beginning. What are your thoughts, honey?
100 episodes? Like, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. Everybody's getting married. They're having babies. Everybody went to Zoom wedding for Brittany. And by the way, Brittany, I just have to point out, you need an endorsement deal from Rook, because every time we get together, you're holding up that cup. And I think what better way than on the 100th episode than to solidify that deal. I'm just
You're telling me, there. Tara, I got merchandise.
I'm putting it out there.
I got different bags of coffees. Rook is a Monmouth County staple in New Jersey. And I really would like more coffee, but yeah.
It's going to happen.
Hey.
We're speaking it into existence. We're going to tag them in this post. It's going to be awesome. But no, really, it's so cool to see. There's been so many amazing guests, So many lives have been impacted. And I really mean that. People look forward to the release of these episodes, and it's just so cool to see how much engagement happens on social media and the calls and the emails and the comments. It's really a cool feeling to be a part of it.
What's super awesome is everyone could be their authentic selves. When you come on the Inventress Podcast, or you come on our Motivational Mondays, or you come to our Aoe conferences, it's a place and a space where you could just be you. No airs, no nothing, because we are shameless, as I've been told that I am recently.
And there's no shame in being shameless.
Ain't no exactly. We speak it the way it is, but that's what makes people feel comfortable. And that's what I love collectively about all of us being the same. Like, John is hiding behind that screen, but John, I wish you would show your face. You're with your cuteness, John Travolta self.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I think I don't have much of a background because Brittany, for those who don't know, me and Brittany live together. We're married. So she has the nice scenery. She has the nice scenery right now, and I don't know what mine looks like too much. So I decided just to use my voice instead of my voice and my face.
John, can we talk about how you just said she lives with me? Like, ladies and gentlemen, they are married.
I said that. I said that.
You said that after.
Mr. and Mrs.
Followed it, yeah.
So you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We know that you're together. We know you're married. We know that you have a wonderful voice. As a matter of fact, your voice has been known to make grown men cry.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great. That's news to me, and that's a great thing.
And grown women too, I have to say.
Okay.
You got a little bit of a fan club brewing. We got a P.O. box set up. I heard you're quite large on TikTok.
I had a little TikTok run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just quick. Nothing too crazy.
Yep.
The fan club is new to me. That's great, though.
He's like, don't blow up his head anymore. Please. Thank you, Jesus.
It's okay. Brittany will have her time when she's on TV soon. I don't know if we're giving information away, but
the inside scoop.
So I'll take my time now. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't want to give away too much, but Brittany is an international star.
Yes.
Yeah.
That information will be launched shortly.
Yeah.
Not after August 28th, but before August 17th. Are we giving away way too much?
This is way
All right, everyone sign an NDA,
But by the way,
about it.
August 28th is your birthday.
That is correct.
It's my anniversary. Thank you for it being your birthday. It's how I remember it's my anniversary.
It's how I remember it to be your anniversary, yes.
It's the day Brittany is going to blow up on TV.
A lot happening. Wow.
Yeah, that might happen. It might happen early. It might happen later. Either way, it's going to happen in August.
Yeah.
So people, if you need my autograph now,
it would be the time. She's doing Cameo, everybody.
What are you charging for the autographs, Brittany? Are you charging?
You know what? Forget the autographs, Tara. It's a good idea. I'll just be doing cameos.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I do $50 a video to say happy birthday, quinceañera, bar, bat mitzvahs.
The whole nine. Cinco de Mayo, why not? Throw it in.
Cinco de Mayo, anything. Father's Day is coming up. I'll be happy to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm international, but it's definitely going to be national.
Oh, it'll be international.
I can't divulge too much, but you'll see me. You'll see me.
So, can we switch gears real quick and go down memory lane and talk about the first Aoe conference we ever did where I put out a fire?
Yes. So the first Aoe conference, the Association of Women Inventors and Entrepreneurs, for those of you who don't know what Aoe is, the whole world should know, especially with this fire that Tara had to put out. So Aoe is we get together yearly and have these wonderful conferences for women in the beginning, and then men, and everybody just joins together. Wonderful celebrities who come So we had this wonderful conference in Burlington, New Jersey, that Kimberly Ferguson actually helped to put together as well. Put this conference together, had over 250 people, expected 25, and all kinds of things are going on that we did not expect to have happen. And all of a sudden, I see Tara waving her hand, talking about there's a fire. And I find out that she's putting out a fire, that some a light bulb hit the carpeting. And Tara's in the back of this conference, our first conference, putting out a fire. So not only does Tara do our social media, she literally, you talk about putting out fires. Oh, I'm putting out fires here and there too. She literally put out a fire at our first conference in 2014.
Wow. Saving lives.
That's a long time ago. And
we knew that you were going to stick and stay at that point.
Listen, once you put out a fire, you don't go anywhere. But there's something to be said about that. All fires aside, 2014 was the first conference.
Yes,
and there are so many people that have become a part of the Inventing A to Z family. They've become a part of the Aoe family, and they haven't left. We can't get rid of them, and we don't want to get rid of them.
Never.
We can't get rid of them. They're not going anywhere because it's a bond. And so many of these people have gone on to become supporters, sponsors, vendors, clients. Tell us about that. Like, how awesome has that been?
So we have had, I'm going to say, we've had dozens and dozens of these, our Aoe members, our Inventing A to Z clients on our podcast. And there's obviously 100 episodes. There's a lot of people to name. And we are going to try to put up as many, you'll see during this episode, some of the folks who have come on time and time again. I can name some of the people you already know, from Kevin Lane, Create a Castle, Audrey Davis, Get Your Goddess, the incomparable Dionne Warwick, Christopher David from Your Scent, Teresa David, Cover Me Clean. We've had Angela, who is Dionne Warwick's agent, Elizabeth Gerhardt, Richard Gerhardt, Maggie Linton, you know who these people are, Sonia Aline, Allison Williams. We've had, it goes on and on and on. And it just, Tara Ackaway, Brittany and I just doing our thing. But it's been such a wonderful blessing, an incredible platform for people to tell their stories, their inventor stories, how they started the journey, where they are in the middle. And it's just so amazing to me. It's just such a blessing. And I can't believe it. I still just can't believe it. But I'm also, you know what? I have always been grateful. I cried for the first product I've ever invented and put on QVC. I still cry for my clients who have products that they develop and finish from concept to fruition. I still cry when they come in the mail. And I'm still so grateful for all of those things. And these are the people we have on our podcast. And I'm leaving a lot out because there's so many. But just so happy and grateful to have this platform where people can express themselves and have fun and laugh and sing and dance. So this is truly a great celebration. And as many of you know, we celebrate every time we can, from our Motivational Mondays every Monday at 10 a.m., from music to talking about building your businesses and et cetera. We start with music, we end with music. Thank you, John, for what you do technically. Thank you, Tara, for all of your graphics. Thank you, Brittany, for peeking in and giving your tidbits of sarcasm and just hilarity. Love that.
Somebody's got to do it over here.
Somebody's got to do it. That's the bottom line.
It is. And I want to mention that the reason I think we started this podcast is because we want to let everyday people who have an idea listen to other everyday people that has the idea and just runs with it, talks about their trials and tribulations with it and how far they've grown and what we've done to help, we as in just my mother, to help them. Because like she said, I'm just here to be sarcastic. So going from A all the way to Z, just like Mom's business, Inventing A to Z. Yes, you're going to have struggles. Yes, you're going to have highs. And yes, you are definitely going to have lows. But this podcast will bring you back down to earth. And you're not alone. Mm-hmm. Long story short, you're not alone. From just even the discrimination in the world that's going on between the best parts of what the world has to offer us: love, support, insightful things that my mother has said, or Tara said, or John's beautiful voice has said. This is why we're doing it. This is why we have the Inventress podcast, and this is why we hit 100 episodes and talking about the amazing parts of it. That's the epitome of the Inventress podcast.
Yeah,
You summed it up well, and it is, and it's a place that you can come back more than once. You know, we talk about Antonia's one of my newer clients. Well, newer, it's 2 years. This is how long it takes to develop a product. Antonia's been on for twice, I think, 2 or 3 times on our podcast. So she was on when she was just started, right? It was just an idea, and she was just happy to have the consultation with me. And now Antonia, literally, her product has been developed. We developed her product. We have made many tweaks and changes. It hit the water, meaning the ocean. For those of you who don't know, when you listen to more of my tips, you'll understand what all of that is. Customs, it went through customs, stayed there for months, but then finally she has it shipped. Christopher David, same thing. The product actually happens. It happens. And this is a platform you could talk about your napkin idea. A napkin. Well, this is a piece of paper. Let's do this.
Clean slate, right?
A napkin slate, a napkin idea.
I'm not prepared. I don't have my napkin.
A napkin idea, your canvas, which I have, all the way to the marketplace. Thank you, Tara. So it happens, and thank you, Brittany, for the tissue, because it happens from a napkin idea, which I've written many ideas and inventions on a napkin, many a days, traveling and so forth, from beginning to end. And this is what this platform, again, provides you with. The ability to showcase and talk about you, as does Motivational Monday, as does Aoe, as do our movie nights that we have. Our Aoe members get together. We have movie nights, and we have tear nights and loving nights and nights of gratitude. So I'm just so happy again that we can celebrate our 100th podcast. What?
It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
Tara and John, you're getting old.
We are. We are getting
That's
old.
Okay.
But it's so exciting. The evolution has been so awesome to see. I remember, Lisa, like the first month that I met you was when we were really thinking about and at the drawing board of like figuring out what the Aoe conference would encompass. Like who would be there, who would speak, what the entertainment would look like. And it was so much what we thought trial and error, and the whole team and everybody was involved. Never did we think that, like, you fast forward all these years later, so many of those same people would still be supporters and still support each other. And the group is just 100% so supportive. You don't find that anywhere else. And so that is why you have 100 episodes and you're going to have 500,000 more.
By the grace of God, from your lips to God's ears. And we want those listeners out there to know that and feel comfortable, and always sign up, always send us an email. If you want to get on our podcast, please, no one's alienated. We are so inclusive. We're so inclusive. So that's why you'll hear some episodes are not about inventing. They're about people. They're about, lives. This month we talked about just social consciousness. We talked about insecurities with what we're going through with COVID. We talk about so many different things. We are a relatable platform. Yes, we are inventing, but most inventors go through things too. We're in a time and a place where people don't know which way is up. Do we wear a mask? Do we not wear a mask? Do we kiss? Do we hug? Do we not? Do we go out? Do we stay in? It's insane. But I'm so grateful that we can gather together and we have each other. And each week, especially when I do our Motivational Mondays, I say, thank God that we do have this connection, because without our Lord God, we are without. Without him, we are without. So always grateful that God put us all together, because that's really the bottom line. I could talk about the celebrities we've had on our show. Tyrese Gibson, one of my clients, Dionne Warwick, Gloria Gaynor, all of the celebrity people, but we have our average everyday people, like you said, Brittany, everyday people we have on our show. and we're able to promote and highlight who they are with love and affection.
You know, the cool, you said real quick, not, I don't mean to cut
Yes,
you off, but
John.
the cool thing, and I haven't really realized it until you just said it, a lot of the episodes for listeners, if you go back and listen to some of the beginning episodes with like Christopher, David, Antonia, you almost can follow their journey to this point where their product is out now. But in the beginning, you listen to those episodes, it was like starting with like a clean slate, new idea, and now all the way to having them back on the show and their product is out. It's available for people to purchase. So you could like watch that journey. That's really cool for any listeners out there that, you know, didn't catch that. Maybe they want to go back and check some of those early episodes out.
Confidence too.
Thank you for that, John. Thank you for that, because that's really true. You know, for people to see, you know, we have a new client, David Matthews, who's watching and like really, I consulted with him for the first time, I think it was last Thursday. And I mean, he says also, he calls me the warden. That's his new thing for me, because we got things done during our consultation. So I want to have him on one of our podcasts coming up, just to talk about where he is, because he wants people to follow his journey, because he has watched our podcasts, listened to the episodes, and that has inspired him so much to move forward in his dream and his passion. And I can't wait to see him. He's my little Kevin Hart. He's Kevin Hart. David Matthews, you'll see him.
It's going to be successful.
One of our upcoming episodes.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm grateful to have started this with you. You know, when it was just kind of an idea of how could we get some of your clients on here, just as another way to promote them and work with them, and then it just keeps evolving. It evolved into having, you know, going from clients to having guests on that were celebrities or singers, or, you know, and now all the way to audio, to now we're, you know, of course we move with the circumstances we're in and the times, and now we've evolved into this video realm of the podcast, and it just adds a whole new element, and it's cool to be a part of it because we constantly evolve.
Yeah, that you make a good point, John. And we're going to keep on moving and keep on evolving. And we have a lot of great things coming up. You know, we have our big party coming up on June 11th, celebrating all of our inventors. All of our inventors are entrepreneurs, but mostly our inventors who invented during this crazy pandemic. And by the grace of God, my manufacturers in China and India kept it going, and we got packages delivered. So we're celebrating those who kept it moving. From Charlie Monkey, we didn't talk about Tiffany. I mean, there's so many people we left out, but they're not left out. But we'll be celebrating all of these folks. Lori, who created the Leave Me Alone Dome. So many people that just invented products from concept to fruition, who will be at our party again, June 11th. It'll be live, I think. Live, it's free. And we're inviting everyone to be a part of our celebration. We'll be celebrating our podcast 100th episode, in addition to all of our inventors. I'm celebrating Brittany, celebrating Tara, celebrating John, celebrating us for being a magnificent team. And of course, some of our team members cannot be on right now, but we thank you for doing everything that you do to celebrate and promote the Inventress Podcast, Inventing A to Z, Aoe, because we are one big family. We are family. Woo! Yes.
Right.
Yes, we are. Does anybody have, we're going to wrap, guys. Anybody have anything closing we want to talk about?
Well, really quick, there's going to be more to this episode. We're going to throw in different fun things along with this episode, snippets and clips highlighting the 100th episode. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you so much, my bubby, John. And stay tuned for more, everyone, because this is just the beginning.
It is just the beginning. Tara, you have any closing remarks?
I'm just grateful. I'm just excited. I'm grateful. I'm so happy to see how the whole evolution of all of these amazing companies and everybody's brands have just grown together. And that's the secret sauce, right? It's growth together. Yeah.
Support. It's support. It's lifting each other up 2 hands at a time. And sometimes you definitely have to use that foot, right? It's true. Because if we don't do that, we don't go anywhere. We can be talking about each other's businesses forever. But if we're not sharing on social media, if we're not supporting one another, if we just get on to talk, we're talking heads. We don't want talking heads. We want to make sure that we support each other, from social media to phone calls to emailing one another, to keep the support going. Keep it going. We need that for mental health also, right? We definitely need that for mental health. So thank you guys. John, thank you. Tara, Brittany. This was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on this 100th podcast. And as you said, Brittany, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep on showcasing and highlighting our amazing inventors, entrepreneurs, Aoe members, etc., and all people. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love. Mwah, mwah, love. It's been amazing. So Tara has to do her thing. She's a social media, so she does what she does. But we're here, and I'm so glad to see my daughter and son-in-law together. Look how cute they are. Awesome. How beautiful you guys are.
Oh,
So John,
We're very cute, attractive people.
you look lovely too.
thank you. You guys have been amazing, and you just got back from a second honeymoon. It's not even a year.
Yeah.
So
It's the anniversary of when we started dating.
okay.
So
And it shows. You guys look amazing. You're both glowing. You're glowing.
Yes, we are madly in love still,
I know.
and we will forever be madly in love.
yeah.
Thank you, God. Yes, you will. And I'll make sure of that.
You got this.
What a pushy mother. No, but I want to talk to you, John, a little bit more about your journey. I mean, you're new to our family. It's been a few years, but you're new to our family and our craziness and what we do. And we just love to have a great time. I'm sure that I think you figured that out the day you started dating Brittany, right?
Yes, definitely. No, I'm super grateful. I always say that I'm the luckiest man on this planet, in the universe, to have met Brittany and then, fall in love and then be a part of such an amazing family. I mean, it's been a great ride. It opened up a lot of different avenues for me, and I'm just around such caring and loving people such as yourself, who just have huge amazing hearts, and I learn so much every day from everybody in your family and the new part of my family. So it's just been amazing. It's great. I'm so blessed, truly.
And we feel the same way, John. We're blessed to have you in our lives. You're a wonderful man, incredible husband, great friend, mentor, all of those things to everyone you meet. I've seen it. I've seen you operate, and how loving and kind you are. So we certainly appreciate that. And you can laugh. You laugh with us. It's okay that you laugh at us, because we should be laughed at most of the time.
We do a lot of laughing with each other and at each other all the time. It's great.
And it's okay.
There's never a dull moment.
Mhm.
Never
If
ever.
you're laughing at us, we don't take offense.
Nope.
We laugh at ourselves too.
Because it's all in love. So.
Mhm.
So I want to ask you, you've been a behind the scenes guy, but you've been such an intricate part of our podcast. And you've met some very, very interesting people. I want to ask you, who was the most interesting person, or there could be a couple of people you were behind the scenes listening to the interviews. Who interested you the most?
Well, I guess first let me just say, I'm so grateful that you allowed me to work on this project with you when we started and do this podcast and record it, edit it, be behind the scenes. It's just been an amazing time and journey. And I want to say, before I dig into like names, I just want to say I'm grateful for everyone that I've met, all of your clients, you know, these artists, inventors, entrepreneurs, even if they're not famous, they're just such amazing people. And we've heard so many amazing stories that we could all relate to and connect to. And it's been such a great platform for the listeners, because they get to hear these like down to earth, real stories that, you know, they might be kind of in themselves, so they can, you know, maybe relate to those stories. But I mean, as far as some big names, and we've had some big names that I've been like, wow, I can't believe that I'm like recording this person's voice right now. And like, and sometimes it like hits me as we're doing it. Like, I guess the biggest one is Dionne Warwick. Like, we're sitting there recording, and, you know, she's on the screen, and it was just like a lot of madness trying to get everything together. And she's an angel. She's so beautiful, such a wonderful person. But I'm sitting there, we're recording, and you're talking to her, and I'm like, just sitting here to myself, like, I'm recording Dionne Warwick. I'm recording her voice, and then I'm going to edit it. I was like, there's not many people in this world that get to say that. Like, universally, she's such a legend. And the history that she has in the music business, the legend that she is in the music business, is just beyond this world. And I'm sitting here looking at her. She's live. I'm recording it, and you're talking to her, and I'm just like, wow, this is insane. Like, it was one of those moments where I really had to stop and smell the roses and realize what, you know, you get so caught up in things being so fast paced and making sure everything is done right. And, you know, it gets a little stressful and hectic, but sometimes you just gotta like stop, smell the roses, and be like, wait, this is almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity here. And there's been so many of those instances, like Carla Hall. Like, I was so nervous, like, because that was when we were doing phone interviews. And I'm just like, please allow this, like, please, like, don't let her like data drop out or anything. And I was like, please go smooth, please go smooth. Like, it's this Carla Hall. I don't want to mess this up or make it, you know. And then I mean, Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Yeah.
Who else? We've had some big names. It's just
Allison Williams, Cheryl Lee Ralph. I mean,
Williams, another, you know, legend in the music business. And you're just like I remember watching her on TV and you know, MTV, watching music videos of her, and just the fact that Allison Williams has worked with so many legendary like rap artists, and she's been the voice on so many legendary singles. I'm just sitting here like, this is such a crazy opportunity, and I'm so grateful because I'm meeting these, you know, you've granted me this opportunity. You've allowed me to come on this journey with you. I'm so grateful for that, and just to meet these wonderful people. They've all been absolutely wonderful people, and just the community is so supportive, because you really built a community with Aoe and Inventing A to Z, and now the podcast, and now we're doing Motivational Monday, which brings us even, you know, in even tighter as a community. And, you know, kudos to you, and thank you for you know, providing these platforms for everybody, including myself. It's been truly an amazing ride so far, and we keep evolving, and there's so much more to come.
Yeah. Thank you, John. I'm so humbled and grateful to have you also, again, as a part of our family. I can't reiterate more. Like, Brittany has a good sense of discernment, and
The best.
she knew God put you guys together.
There's nobody better in this world to me, like more perfect in my eyes. She's just, this is a true blessing. I always say there's really no words that I could use to really describe it to somebody. It's just, I'm so blessed and lucky.
Thank you. You know, we all are, and just even the way you just described everybody, you're just such a charming, warm person. You describe Dionne Warwick the same way you describe a Kevin Lane, and just, I know it's because of your gratitude. You know, it's, they're people with such wonderful gifts, and you appreciate those gifts, and you appreciate the opportunity to listen to their words. And everybody doesn't do that, John. Everyone does not. A lot of people just kind of glaze over, it's this other person, so what? It's just another person. You listen to the words of people. And I think the fact that you're so kind allows your heart to be open to others who are kind. And that's what brings our community together. You talk about Motivational Monday and Aoe and Inventing A to Z and all of the things, that the podcast, the Inventress Podcast, is just a platform that God has given us the opportunity to become one big family. And as I say, Aoe showing up on the screen. Aoe is about us. It's we, Aoe. And I didn't name it Aoe because of we. God did that. It, to me, over the last couple of years, I was like, wow, Aoe is we. It's us. It's all about us. And we're no different. From Dionne Warwick to Gloria Gaynor to Tyrese Gibson to Carl Hall to Kevin Lane to Audrey Davis to Kimberly Ferguson to Tara Ackaway to John Abate to Brittany Abate. We're no different. We're people. We're God's children. And we are all given an opportunity to share and help each other. And this is what I say, lifting each other up 2 hands at a time. And sometimes you got to use your foot. We're here for that purpose. Many people don't know it. We are not here for ourselves. Yeah. We are here to help other people. And if we can have a platform like this, wow. I'm so grateful that we have been given an opportunity to have this platform. It's easy. It's easy to allow people to come to your platform and talk about their feelings, about their products. What does it cost? It's free. So again, bridging the gap between ambition and success, because that's what we really need to do. Lifting each other up 2 hands at a time. And sometimes we have to use our foot. Well, I got to use my foot a lot, especially lately. People are complaining. I'm like, snap out of it. It's a part of it. But just so grateful for this time, this opportunity. I know how busy Brittany is. My daughter running from here to there, superstar, international star coming up. As we said, we'll be talking about that. John, I know how busy you are, so really appreciate your time. Thank you for always working on all of my projects and being such
once again
part of it.
Privilege. It's a true privilege. Thank you so much. And once again, so grateful. And thank you to all the people that have come on the podcast and all your clients. I know we just named a few names because there's so many names, but truly everybody is equally amazing, and I've enjoyed everyone's stories from A to Z. Doesn't matter who it was. Everybody who's come on, everybody I've met at the Aoe events, truly amazing artists / entrepreneurs. And there's nothing but success in their futures. So thank you again.
For sure. And I look forward to having babies. So my grandchildren.
Hey.
So yeah, just had to throw that in there.
I know.
Wait, were we just not on talking about the 100th episode? That's a part of it, guys. Yes.
It's all a part of it.
Yes.
But everyone, continue to listen to us on all major podcasting platforms. We're on YouTube?
All of them. Any major podcast platform. Watch it on YouTube. See the video version on YouTube if you want to watch it, or you can listen into your car on any major podcast platform that you like, and definitely rate, review, and subscribe to the show. It helps us big time. It gets us higher in the rankings for these different platforms, and YouTube, it'll help us monetize and really turn the show into something special and help it grow. So please remember, rate, review, and subscribe.
Awesome. All right, guys, continue to lift each other up 2 hands at a time. Sometimes you got to use your foot. You want to reach out to me personally, please email me, info@inventingatoz.com. That's info@inventingatoz.com. My website, inventingatoz.com. Until next time,